We're in Newmarket this morning. It's a beautiful sunny day. We're joined by Josephine Gordon, who's had a fantastic season so far after winning the Champion Apprentice title last year. How are you, first off? How are you doing?
Yeah, no, really good. Can't complain. Like you say, it's a beautiful day. No, very good.
Yeah, looking back on last season, having a bit of time to digest and reflect on that, is it sort of sank in a little bit now what you actually achieved?
Yeah, it has. It took a while, and then with the job as well, and then the move to Newmarket. But no, it's kind of sank in, and I've settled into everything now.
The nature of your career has been quite quick, hasn't it? It's sort of been like you were trying for a long time to have that sort of breakthrough, and then it seems like it all sort of happened at once. How's it been dealing with that?
Yeah, I mean, look, everybody says, oh, it's happened quite quick, you've gone for your claim quite quickly. In theory, I haven't, because I think my first ride was probably the back end of 2013 or 14.
Do you think it was important in your career that you had that sort of dry spell and the period of, struggling a little bit? Do you think you look back on that now and you think, I'm glad that happened because it helped me in the long run?
Definitely. At the time, I probably couldn't see it.
Yeah.
And it was frustrating, but I felt I've learnt kind of the right way almost. You see a lot of 16, 17-year-old kids riding out their claim and then they struggle without their claim. I feel I've done it probably the right way round.
Yeah, I spoke to Holly Doyle, I interviewed her, and she said when you first get your licence it's a real big shock. Did you sort of have that impact of that initial shock and then building through it and trying to progress up the ranks?
Yeah, I mean, I had 4 rides as an amateur first, and obviously that was one of my goals, just to have a ride.
Crazy how that changes from
yeah.
one thing to now, you're looking at group listed
Yeah.
Royal Ascot round the corner.
It is, yeah, no, so obviously that was top of my list to get one ride, which I experienced, and it was just like, wow, and I knew definitely 100% it was what I wanted to do. I was brutal, but and you probably wouldn't have given me a ride again, but luckily enough, Joe Hughes proceeded to support me. But no, it's amazing how it's just turned around. Even though it's taken a few years, it's just gone so quickly.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you're riding at Haydock later today. It's quite a long drive. Obviously as well, the sport's quite male dominated. Do you ever get missing girl company, sort of lonely of just needing some more girls around?
I think there's a lot more girls around nowadays, but to be honest, every so often I'll be the only female at a racetrack. But no, I mean, I get on with all the lads really well, and they don't treat me any different. So the majority of the time I'll be sat in with the boys anyway.
And there's been a lot of talk recently, especially about this female French jockey's allowance. You initially were quite negative and against it, and saying it was a bit of an insult. Obviously, being really successful yourself, you've proved that you don't think you need it at all. It's come out recently this week that it has actually helped an awful lot of people in France. Is your stance still the same on it, and sort of you wouldn't need it?
I mean, look, for me personally, it's still the same. I mean, I think brilliant, good for them that it's helping them. And if I was to go over there, I'd be quite happy to take it. Definitely,
yeah.
Of course I would. It's only going to work in my favour. But, it's not equal, is it, at all? And I think a lot of the male jockeys probably agree also. All the females I've spoken to here, they can speak for themselves. They're not overly happy about it either. But no, I've spent however many years trying to ride out my claim, and I don't feel I should be given it back.
No.
Just because I'm a female, basically.
No.
If you're race riding against the boys, you've got to prove yourself, haven't you?